And it took us 6 people to check this tank. This is efficiency at its best. Hey everybody, welcome to Florida Exotic. I'm Rick Biro, my wife Tamla Biro. This is Josh Cunningham. He's one of our customers, been a customer for a long time. He's got a lot of patience to deal with us, but anyway. Josh, you know, why don't you give me a little bit of a history of, first place you're down here to do a talk with the
Gold Coast Aquarium Society.
Yeah, Gold Coast Aquarium Society. A great bunch of guys. You know, there's a bunch of them up there that are just cool people. But tell us a little bit how you got started, because all of us have a story, how we started.
So I got started back in 1998. I fell in love with what we know as the shallow tilapia frontosas.
Oh, yeah.
So didn't do any research when I started. Bought some young ones, tried to raise them in a 20-gallon tank. This was when I was in the service. I was in the Marine Corps. So I had a tank in my apartment, so I started dabbling with some fish a little bit. When I got out of service, I came back and I figured out that they were African cichlids. I didn't even know what they were. You know, I want that fish. I didn't realize they get 14, 15 inches, and 20-gallon tanks not big enough to keep them in. So I found a guy that was selling African cichlids in the paper back in Monroe, where I moved back to, and he had tanks in his wall with frontosa colonies and then a show male tank, all 125-gallon tanks built in his wall. And then I said, okay,
you're crazy.
I need fish.
Yep.
So I started playing in my fish room at my house where I run my business since 2012. So we have 100 tanks right now, ranging from 15 gallons to 180 gallons, where we stock African cichlids, plecos, corridors. All our African cichlids come from Florida Exotics. They're the best in the business. We're always happy with the quality and the fish we get from them.
I got the dollar bill to give you here.
Yeah, thank you. So really great to be able to come down here and see, you know, for me, a reseller of fish, it's nice to see where the fish come from, so I can understand when you say you pull the fish out of a 3,000-gallon vault. I'm like, you know, for us on the other side, we don't really see that unless we're down here.
Yep.
So it's nice to understand where the fish are coming from and the amount of work, and appreciate the amount of work that gets done on the farms to be able to provide us with the fish we need to sell to our customers. So.
Yeah, like we don't, you know, when people call us up and say, hey, I need an order tomorrow, that's not happening, because if you look in these tanks, the fish are picking all the time at food, and we need a clean out time. We're not like a company that has, when I send you a list, for example, I don't have those fish sitting in the warehouse and I'm going through them. They're out here, and therefore they're eating all the time. So we need a purge, 2-3 day purge to get them really clean, so that when we get them to you, they're in great shape. So anyway, but talking about water, these are burial vaults. These are 300 gallons. These are 16 by 16s. I think these are about 6,000 gallons. So we've got different sizes, 16 by 16, 8 by 16s, 10 by 20s. We got lots of burial vaults. We've got black plastics, which are really just giant lirios for plants, big palms, we use those too. But anyway, Josh has been around the farm, but this is my area here. I don't know how much Josh wants to see of it, but we can go down. But speaking of frontosas, these are our, I'm gonna go down this row a little bit here. I'll go right here. These are I think these are our 6 stripers. And like Josh said, this is what he started with. And it sounds like he started just like me. I was at Florida State, had a tank or 2, got into these guys. Next thing you know, I had 4 tanks. Next thing you know, I was calling Peter Davies, and my brother was Peter Davies in Malawi, and saying, hey, how about an order? And he actually did it. And then we said, what are we gonna do with the rest of the 300 fish we got? We got the 12 we wanted, so.
Right.
I sometimes say to myself, who did I choose this business, or did this business choose me? And once I got into it, I wasn't gonna stop, because it's just who I am. But anyway, these are what he's talking about, his frontosas. And these aren't necessarily big. These are nice size, but we like to breed with, you know, a little bit younger. These guys will breed for 4 or 5 years, don't you think? Easy?
Oh yeah, they got it, yeah.
So we're gonna check these one day. Tony usually checks these on, and I don't know why he does it on the weekend. He's got eggs. But he, sorry, I threw that fish. But he does them on the weekend, and I got to tell him to stop so I can do these. But anyway, these are frontosas. And we got, these are some frontosa. I think these are our 7
The
stripers.
stripes, yeah, over here.
These are 6 stripers over here. These are all wild. So we can head down here, Josh, if that's what you want to do.
Okay.
If there's anything on the row you want me to walk down and show you. Down the row here, I've got our Phenocylus breeders, the Star Sapphires.
Yeah, let's check those out.
You want to see those?
Yeah, everybody's
There I
wanting
go.
those.
And then we have a few. I think these are our Mpimbwis right here, Mpimbwi blues.
Yes, those are nice.
Those are really nice, but they're not. You know what? I've tried to breed MOBA. I've tried to breed.
MOBAs don't produce as much.
No, and I had some beautiful MOBAs, like 12 males and 12 females and 3 males, and I bet you the whole time I had them, I got 50 babies. And I said, you know what? They're out of here. And I'm thinking it's something to do with they come from big depth. And I'm
Oh yeah, they
wondering
got
if
to bring them up over a couple days.
yes, and I'm wondering if they need to have the color, like the sunlight of the big depth, as opposed to, you know, up top there. This is a big old male. Now these black spots on them, this is not hurtful to them. It's hurtful for me trying to sell it because people think there's something wrong, but it's a damaged scale. It's not a problem. And I think one of the problems we have on these guys breeding is Tony keeps telling me I got to come out here and sex them.
Do I have a lot of males in there?
He thinks I've got a lot of males. There's 2. I want to find the best. These, I'll go in here right here. These are phenos. Now we do not breed with. Did Tony show you those fully chipped males inside?
Uh-huh.
He did?
No, he didn't.
Okay, well, we do not breed with fully chipped phenos because when they get fully chipped, they're 6 or 7 inches long, 8 inches long, and they're not real. Like again, these young breeders is what we want. So now this guy has chipping,
Yeah,
but that's okay. He's not a 7-inch fish.
Okay. Did it shut off? Yeah, it's probably getting too hot for the moment or something.
But this is it's a chipped fish, but it's a young chipped fish.
Oh, that's nice. Chipped
yeah.
at that size. I mean,
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
yeah, it is.
So, you know, this one's chipped. This is probably the dominant male. This guy here is not chipped, and maybe he will be by the end of the season. I can see some chips starting on his
So how long
dorsal.
does it take you to grow fry to get
There's
this
some
size?
chips coming. Well,
For like a species like this, they are slower growing species, so.
yeah, and the problem is that we sell them, you know, we try to hold on to them to get big, and we sell so many of it, the 2-inch, 2.5, that we don't see that many chipped ones. I mean, I wish I could put 1,000 of them out and walk away, but it doesn't happen. Can't happen. These are Bucco
Heterodons.
Heterodons.
Yeah, me and Tony were talking about those.
You want to see it?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Oh,
These are hard to keep for me in a 6-foot tank. I've got the wild ones
No,
from you,
yeah.
and I bred them in the custom 150, but man, they are rough.
very rough. And just handling these guys is rough. I mean, I honestly have to tell you that Tony does 90% of these guys now because I just don't. Well, I guess let's just go boil right now because I'm an old guy. But
Yeah, that beautiful male there.
yeah, and he won't tolerate another male in here. Oh. And this is like I said, this is a 325-gallon tank. Bucco Heterodon. Stripe.
Tania chromosolatina.
Yeah, you want to see this?
Sure, you sent me some wild ones of these last time, nice males.
They are nice. And these are less, like, there's 3 males in here. They'll tolerate that. By the way, those are our SIP Utintas over there. And again, I'm going to pour these out fast because I don't want the
Any females?
females
Yeah.
that are holding to dump them. And I see females holding. These get popped in what Tony calls Rick's fish because he breeds a lot of fish that I was supposed to breed years ago, and I failed to do it, so I got reprimanded, so now he does it.
That's a
Nice, huh?
Yeah, that is nice. Nice whole thing.
And they're cool. They're cool when they're small because they have that
line, darker
stripe.
line through.
Yep. These are our albino travasi. I like to come out here and see them because, again, I'm on. It seems like I'm on the computer 24/7.
Thank you.
But this is the male.
Oh yeah, that's a beautiful male.
Albino red top travasi. And then the females are beautiful too. I mean, they got.
Yeah, they get some nice golden yellow on them.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they got like that.
Yeah, I got some over there, some medium ones that are beautiful. These are Taiwans. You want to see those?
Yeah, those are nice. Nice males
Yep.
there.
These guys went in here as wilds.
I was telling Tony, it's amazing how the sunlight.
Oh, people come here sometimes. In the past, I've let people show up and they say, "Oh man, look at this," but we're sitting out here in full sunlight.
Right.
And you got duplicating that at your place, very difficult. And these guys are living out here 24/7 in this, you know what I mean? So these are.
That's a beautiful male.
Yep. And I think that this could be a leftover wild guy. And I think these other guys are F1s.
Yeah,
So
he's beautiful.
He may not even be breeding anymore. These young guys might be the ones who are breeding. These right here.
You got some nice color on the younger ones.
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah.
But then, but on these little guys, you're right. There's males coming up in here.
Yeah, right there's one.
Yep, this guy right here, gonna be a male. Nice. So I'm sure somewhere on the farm these are being raised in huge numbers. So anyway, this is kind of my area called Rick's area. Johnston OBs.
Protomelus johnstoni or Placidochromis johnstoni?
Shut up, Placidochromis. Original names.
Yeah, Tony was telling me a story about how you left him a pack list on the menudos. He referred to them as, and you like, what is this fish?
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I write down the names people ask me for them. Stop it.
That's a nice male. I'll have to order these too. These are nice.
I think he's got these. Oops, come on, hold still.
Yeah, that's a nice male.
And there's little males in here, like this little guy. I think is going to be a male. Don't you think?
Yeah, you already see the pointed anal fin too starting.
Yep.
Couple over there.
Anal fin.
Yes. The males get more rounded. Females, get more rounded of an anal fin. So sometimes it's harder to tell.
Did I just learn something?
Did you?
I think I did. Now I have to check it out and see if you're full of it. That's a definite female, and that's a rounded.
Yeah, I thought you said.
I may have known that at one time of my life.
I just made you remember it.
I'm good for a few more years, and I think it's going to be. Look at your filming buddy here, laughing. He's laughing. Chia Pet is over there laughing. We call him Chia Pet because of that hair. Joel can grow that hair in 5 seconds. He cuts it, it grows. Hey everybody, we just finished with the nickel tour here, and we're getting ready to take Josh into the shack to let him cool down, have a Coke. And Josh, tell me one thing you didn't tell me. Tell people in your area they can come visit, correct?
Yes, so people can come by with appointments, or we do sell online. We have a website, www.cunninghamtropicals.com. We also have YouTube channels, Instagram, where we're posting photos of new stock and everything coming in. So check it out.
You're gonna have to pay me for that, you know that.
Yes, I will. The check's in the mail.
We found out through my genealogy that he's a 5th generation removed. That's why he's here on the farm. So the rest of you guys who see this and say, you let Josh on the farm, why not me? I'll have to check your genealogy. And I doubt I'll let you come on the farm. But anyway, how long have we been dealing with selling fish to you?
Since 2012.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yes, it has.
He's a great customer. He doing a great job what he's doing, smart. see all this bullshit? I mean, it's doing great.
So why are you catching them like this?
Well, we call this seining, and this is how we go through a tank like this. We can't do it individually. We keep these guys like this. Yeah, you got it, Joel? We don't raise everything like this. We raise some fish in huge quantities, this being one of them.
So
Now,
so you're checking for
babies.
babies this way.
Yeah. Now these are bucco yellow rhodesii. Joel, pass me my tray, and they're spitters. Tony, you gonna be working them too?
Sorry.
And what I do is, they do it a different way than me. I set up a tray, and we don't know, and I don't know how many, if they're breeding. When was the last time you checked these, Tony?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Okay, here's a female.
So how often are you checking fry? Checking for babies.
Every 2 weeks. Tony, you can talk up.
Oh, she's got some, yeah, eggs in there.
So yeah, and these are bigger fish, so I could be a little bit, I'm not gonna say harder on them, but you know, I squeeze these different than I do a sip.
Right, because yeah, their jaws for sure on the sips are.
I don't want this guy to go back in because I can sell him. Here's a nice male.
Yeah, you can send that up to me. Very nice, very
Beautiful,
nice.
huh?
Yes.
And everybody, I'm tossing them. Don't be freaking out. These guys, we filmed them a minute ago, and they can be tough on each other. Tony, if you find another female holder, hand it to me, please. Here's a younger male. Not going to show color very much because one of those other males will whoop him.
So what's your other method for checking fish?
Good.
If you've seen some of them, why
Some of them are in, we got them in like these burial vaults over there, like 300. Now these are not the same size. You want me to put these in a different bucket, Tony? Give me the big guys. You got big guys? See, these are different size right here. So they're gonna go in here. Pass me all the holders from now on, Tony. And we check these in huge numbers as opposed to some other fish. Oh! Jump back in, just hand them to me again. Yeah, normally I'm not here disturbing. This is probably disturbing Tony that I'm here doing this, but that's too bad, we're filming this. But we breed, sorry.
Payback.
Yeah, we breed, you know, things like the mason eye in these huge numbers. And we breed.
Oh, those you have to, they're so vicious.
Yeah, and we've got, so, you know, that's one of our top sellers. These guys, what's going to happen is we're going to probably put these out in a, we'll probably put these in a concrete vault for several weeks, months, whatever. Some of them are going in a warehouse. Are you going to use your incubator on these little babies?
Yes.
You will?
Yes.
This many? Have you divided?
Bowl.
Eggs. We will not take that.
So you put those back for now,
Yeah.
because you don't want to have to worry about tumbling eggs.
Yeah, we don't want to mess with them. I mean, it's not necessary. So anyway, we've got these. We've got 3 sizes here. We've got these do not have to be incubated.
Yeah, because those are just heads
Yeah,
and
yeah.
tails.
We
They're
call
good free swimming.
we call these free swimmers. We call these heads and tails. And what do you got down there?
Medium.
And in mediums, are you gonna? Do you have to do them? Incubate them
In a bowl.
in a bowl? So that's when it says in a bowl. I think you got some picture of that. So anyway, this is how we check this type of fish. And I think we're raising. How many of these are we doing like this type? 3 or 4,
Yeah.
in big numbers,
Yeah.
and the rest of them we do normally in concrete vaults.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No?
You got it?
Yes.
All right, now you learned from me, right?
Yes, I did. I learned from the best, so appreciate
Oh, wow.
the
Great.
tutorial.
And it took us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 people to check this tank. This is efficiency at its best. Hey, everybody, thanks for being here. We're happy to have Josh on the farm. I'm sure he's going to give a great speech. And thanks, and subscribe and like us and share it. And that's it. But hey, we're going to also go
Thank
over
you.
and show Josh In a while, our ancestors, those billions of them. Bye. This right here, we had some breeder plecos, and they filled this thing up, I'm telling you. And I think Glenn has already moved out. Half of it, Glenn, this tank, and it's just littered with them, especially when you feed. And these are,
These are the brown bushy nose.
yeah, these are. Then there's long fins in here, short fins. But I mean, there was thousands of them in here, just thousands. And he had to split them. He freaked out because he fed them, and there were so many. He said, "We're going to lose them." And you know, he's probably right.
Yeah, get too many and then the bio load and.
Oh yeah, we're very fortunate here. Our water is perfect. I mean, comes out at 74, comes up through the coral rock, gets filtered out. In fact, they did some. You know, we raising them up like this is the water up is. Oh gosh, there's a in here.
Yeah. Nice
Little-
male there.
Yeah, that's a nice little male. But look, this is half of them.
Oh, yeah, those are nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start dumping them. There's a long finner.
Yeah.